Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today's a wild one. Straight out of Washington, DC, we've got a diplomatic train wreck that unfolded just hours ago on February 28, 2025. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy walked into the Oval Office to meet President Donald Trump and Vice President Vance, and let's just say it didn't go as planned. Shouting matches, accusations of disrespect, and a deal that went up in smoke. Oh, and the stakes? Ukraine's survival in its war with Russia. Buckle up because we're breaking it all down. What happened, why it's a big deal, and what it means for Ukraine if America pulls the plug. Let's dive in. So, picture this. It's Friday morning, Zelensky's in the Oval Office with Trump and Vance. The plan? Sign a deal giving the U.S. access to Ukraine's rare earth minerals. You know, the stuff in your phone and electric cars, in exchange for ongoing support against Russia. Things start off cordial. Trump's talking peace, Zelensky's nodding along, thanking America. But then boom. It's like someone flipped a switch. What sparked it? Zelenskyy pushing back on Vance's idea of diplomacy with Russia. And from there, it's a full-on shouting match broadcast live to the world. Here's how it went down. Vance, who's been skeptical of Ukraine aid for years, says the path to peace is diplomacy, basically talking to Putin. Zelenskyy fires back, pointing out Putin's broken every ceasefire since 2014. Crimea, Minsk agreements, even prisoner swaps. He's like, what kind of diplomacy of JD are you talking about? Fair question, right? Ukraine's been burned before. But Vance doesn't take it lightly. He snaps, it's disrespectful for you to come into the Oval Office and litigate this in front of the American media. Ouch. Then he doubles down, accusing Zelenskyy of not saying thank you enough for the billions America's sent since 2022. Which, by the way, Zelenskyy did say, multiple times, including at the start of the meeting. Check the tape, Vance wasn't done. He brings up Zelenskyy's trip to Pennsylvania last fall, visiting an ammo factory in a swing state before the election, and calls it a campaign stunt for the Democrats. Zelenskyy's like, have you even been to Ukraine to see what we're dealing with? Vance says he's seen the propaganda tours, whatever that means. And that's when Trump jumps in. He's raising his voice, pointing at Zelenskyy, saying, you're gambling with World War III, and you're disrespecting this country that's backed you. Trump even puts a hand on Zelenskyy's shoulder like he's scolding a kid. It's tense, it's awkward, and it's all on camera. Now, here's where the disrespect angle really stings for Trump and Vance. They saw this as Zelenskyy grandstanding, using the Oval Office to lecture them instead of playing ball. Trump's been pushing this minerals deal as a way to recoup U.S. aid, his words, and he's framing it like America's doing Ukraine a favor. So when Zelenskyy challenges their peace talk ideas, they take it personally. Trump later posts on Truth Social, he disrespected the United States in its cherished Oval Office. He can come back when he's ready for peace. The deal? Dead. No signing, no press conference. Zelenskyy's told to leave, and he's out the door. Diplomatic disaster, served hot. Okay, let's zoom out. Why does this matter? Ukraine's been fighting Russia since the full-scale invasion kicked off in 2022. Since then, the USD has pumped in about $183 billion. Think weapons, ammo, radars, the works. That's kept Ukraine in the game against a bigger, badder Russia. But Trump and Vance, they're over it. Trump's been hinting he wants a quick fix, force a deal, ceasefire, whatever. And if Ukraine doesn't bite, he's out. He literally told Zelenskyy, you're either going to make a deal or we're out. You'll fight it out and it won't be pretty. That's not a bluff you shrug off when you're Kyiv. Without American support, Ukraine's in deep trouble. Russia's got more manpower, conscripts, prisoners, you name it. And they're grinding through eastern Ukraine. Kyiv's already short on troops. Vance even threw that in Zelenskyy's face, saying they're forcing conscripts to the front. Harsh, but not wrong. Ukraine's stretched thin. U.S. aid isn't just cash. It's javelins, HIMARS rockets, Patriot systems. Cut that off and Ukraine's firepower craters. Europe's trying to step up. France and the UK talked peacekeeping with Trump this week, but they can't match America's scale. A Washington Post report today says the Trump admin's even considering halting all military shipments. Billions in gear just sitting there. So, what's the impact? Short term, Ukraine loses ground. Russia's already got 20% of the country. Without U.S. muscle, that could double. Long term, Kyiv might have to cave to a bad deal. CD territory, ditch NATO dreams, just to stop the bleeding. Zelensky's made it clear. A ceasefire without security guarantees is a trap. Putin's broken every promise before. Why trust him now? But if America walks away, Ukraine's bargaining power vanishes. Trump's line to Zelenskyy, You don't have the cards right now. Hits hard because it's true. Without us, they're bluffing with an empty hand. Now, was Zelenskyy disrespectful? Depends on who you ask. To Trump and Vance, yeah. He challenged their authority in their house on their turf. To Ukraine? He's fighting for survival, not here to kiss rings. Posts on 10th are split. Some cheer Trump for standing up for America. Others call it a Putin win. Me? I think Zelenskyy misread the room. You don't poke the bear when it's already growling. And Trump's been growling about Ukraine aid for months. But Trump and Vance turning it into a public smackdown? That's not strength. That's theater. And the only one laughing is Vladimir Putin, popping champagne in Moscow. Here's the bottom line. No deal today means Ukraine's on borrowed time. Russia's not slowing down. Medvedev's already gloating, calling Zelenskyy an insolent pig who got slapped down. If America pulls out, Europe's scrambling and Ukraine's left holding a leaky bucket. Could Trump still pivot? Sure, he loves a deal. But after today's fireworks, Zelenskyy's got to eat some humble pie to get back in the room. Until then, Ukraine's war just got a whole lot uglier. That's the story, folks. Oval Office chaos with world-altering stakes. What do you think? Did Zelenskyy cross a line, or is Trump overreacting? Drop your takes in the comments. Hit that like button if you're hooked on this drama, and subscribe for more breakdowns. Next time, we'll see if this mess gets messier. Spoiler, it probably will. Stay sharp, and I'll catch you in the next one.